Okay, so I'm doing another tutorial, and this is on a more complicated turn, more advanced one. It's called a fouetté. And a fouetté, I'll go ahead and just show you a fouetté. I normally PK into it. I don't normally just go here and go into my fouettés. I don't want to PK into it, so I'm going to do it with a PK. PKs help you get the momentum to do your fouetté. Fouetté, basically, put your leg out in front, and a plie, then you go up on releve and bring it to the side and pull it in. So, and a PK, step onto a straight leg, you get one out to passe, and a PK is always, PK turn is that. A PK is just always stepping onto a straight leg, like a PK or a vest or something. Like ballet, that's also the PK. So I do a PK turn into my fouettés because it's a lot easier to get the momentum for it. And there are two kinds of fouettés. There's, well, they're both, people call them both fouettés. There's regular fouetté, then there's the turn second where you just bring your open and close your leg. But the fouetté is you turn, plie, bring it in, it'll turn you, plie, bring it in, and turn, it'll turn you. You gotta make sure you keep your shoulders down and up, and you gotta find your spot. This is a really hard move to get. I decided to do this because I need a little bit of practice for it anyways, because of my recital. I have 4 fouettés. And also in my solo, I have fouettés too. And so, in my solo, I just PK into my fouetté, so that was the PK into the fouetté, and I'll just show you regularly just going with the fouettés. So, that was the regular way of going into a fouetté. So it's kind of like a prep for a pirouette. But when you turn, you've got your leg, you just turn with your leg, bring it through and go to here, and when you get to the front, you just immediately start doing your fouettés. You've got to open and close your arms, but don't bring, one of my problems is I put my arms like this, I don't keep them up like that. And you gotta have your shoulders down and back, and your head up. Always focus on something high when you're turning or if you're jumping. Always focus on something high, because that'll keep you up. If you are like looking down at the ground or something, you're gonna fall over. So one thing, like with my jumps, I always have to look up to get myself height instead of down. Sometimes I'm supposed to look down, but so those are fouettés, and then a turn in second is kind of the same movement, just you're not bringing it in, you're just going. So I'll show you a turn in second. Those are the hardest for me. It's hard to do because I don't have that much space here. But then if you go into it without a fouetté, it's... So, alright, so when you go into your fouetté, you can do a PK, or you can just go into it regularly. I'll do it through a PK. So I PK up, then I step on this foot and plie. Then I'd go up onto releve. Then I got a plie. Again, you can bring your heel down, but that'll kind of mess you up. So don't focus on bringing your heel down when you plie. Try to keep it up, and just think about plieing and getting the momentum to get around. So slow fouetté if I can. Slow fouettés are very hard, but so I'll at least try to see if I can do one. So then instead of just going out of it, kind of do it slow at first. Try to gauge it. Make sure you've got a lot of space and that you can turn easily. And like if you're gonna do it in socks, bring your socks up so that it's only over the ball of your foot, so right here, so take it off of your heel so that you don't fall. And then when you get your fouetté, you can jump out. Like in my solo, I have to just do split out, like a split jump out. So I'll see if I can show you that. And so I'm really new to fouettés, and I already have to jump out to a solo. And so pretty much you do your piqué, and you fouetté, then you got a plie here, just shoot your legs up. And that's how you pretty much jump from any turn. Like pirouette. It's hard from a pirouette, I never do the pirouette one. Pirouette. Or a chaîné. Like you do chaîné jetés. Those are a lot harder to get. But, so that is the basic information for a fouetté. That was piqué too, how to jump out. So I might as well do a chaîné, since those are fairly easy. You start, if you're turning to right, you put your right leg in front and point it. Right arm out in front of you, rounded, and the other one out to the side. Just step onto a straight leg out to here. Bring this leg in, close your arm, turn, then don't go up for all the way. It's just when you learn, you step here, here, here. Then you go. Then eventually, and you don't always open and close your arms. When you go fast, you just go. I don't know if I went up there. But here, I'll go in this way. These are and when you chaîné, any turn that you do, you always want to have your spot. And I explained spotting in my pirouette video. So these are the fast chaînés. You can kind of open and close your arm like really small movement. So those are chaînés. Then once you get good at your chaînés, you can chaîné jeté after you've got your leap and stuff. So it's pretty much a chaîné and plié. Then you just brush off and leap up. So I'll show you. And you want to throw your arms up and look forward. Just brush this up, brush up, kind of like, except don't go through passe. That's why it's called a chaîné jeté. And a leap and jazz, you go through there, but in a grand jeté, you just brush through. So I'll show you again. Or you can also do a calypso. Calypso's kind of the same thing, but you kind of like do a fan kick out and jump up. You gotta bring it's like up and back, and kind of open your chest up. So I'll see if I can do one of those. So those are fouettés, chaînés, chaîné jetés, and piqués. So there you go.